Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. I've got my last comparison review request from Jeffrey Marsh, my last one. So he wanted me to compare the Modelo Especial to the Miller High Life. I don't know. You would assume they would be like really different, right? I've been surprised before. And I don't have really a doubt in my mind that that the Modelo is gonna be different than the Miller High Life, but it might have some like very comparable or some very what's the word I'm trying to think of? Might have characteristics that are alike, you know, that are same, close, but let's just find out. It's Friday. I mean, why not just have a little experiment here? Ouch. Man. That is tight. Can you see that? Indention in my middle fingertip, like I've been playing the guitar for 20 years. Just got through, me, the wife, and the son just got through mowing and weed eating the yard. Looks really nice now. We just had to take a chance that it wouldn't rain on us or that it was too wet. I can almost get my finger underneath that one. I know you guys are like, why does he have so much trouble? I can do that with ease. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me. All right, let's get the Modelo poured out. Now the Modelo is 4.4, and the Miller High Life is 4.6. Oh, I was gonna use a Modelo for this Budweiser one. Whoa. Dang. I really didn't mean for it to come out that fast. Ingredients is water, barley malt, corn syrup, maltose, yeast and hop extract. Corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Miller High Life never uses high fructose corn syrup. Miller High Life is always a nice, refreshing, crisp, clean, drinkable, sociable beer. It's always flavorful. I used to buy 6-packs in the bottles, you know, all the time, back in my younger days. The Modelo has just a little bit of a darker tint to it, just a little bit. The Miller High Life head is more spongy, and the Modelo's head is just a little bit more, just kind of glassy bubbles. golden, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager with the clean, crisp finish. Man, this... Oh, I thought it was... Yeah, well, it was a little bit. Yeah, there it is. This, the Miller High Life can does not pour very good. It just runs down the outer part of the can really easily. Okay. Are we ready? All right, let's go. Let's dive back into the Miller High Life. Sweet. A little sweet, but yet has a little stronger barley malt. Yeah, okay. Let's go into the Modelo. Let's do this. A smooth, very drinkable, flavorful beer on the Modelo. Miller High Life is probably a more refreshing type of a beer than the Modelo. The Modelo is more of a maybe just a little, that'd be the right wording. Miller High Life has been called a lawnmower beer before. I know it says the champagne of beers. I don't know if it's because it's maybe just a little bit more bubblier than others. I can't remember exactly why it's called that. Maybe because it's a little sweeter, maybe. It's like being maybe just a little bit more smoother. You could really throw this back, you know, when you're outside doing work. I think that the Modelo might be a little bit more filling, so it might take away a little bit more from the refreshing part, maybe for that reason, that it's more filling. You're gonna get fuller faster on this than you are this. So, excuse me. If you made it this far in the video, I got a story to tell you guys. So, don't just cut it off here because I'm boring you and then miss the story. I used to be more type person to add a wedge of lime and salt to everything, not just Coronas. I would add it to a lot of my beers. I think with these, I think the salt at least would taste better in the Miller High Life by how it tastes a little bit lighter than the filling one of the Modelo. like I said, the barley malts are a little stronger in this one, so I think that they're not so strong in this one. I think the lime and salt would be better in this one if you want to just kind of categorize it like that. But it's definitely sweeter than the Modelo. Yeah. It might take me a minute and a few drinks, but I think in a blind taste test between these two, that could be pretty obvious which is which. These are enjoyable. If you pour it fast, it doesn't run down the face of the can. It's a little better. Okay. They're both decently low alcohol. Can't really tell a difference in that way. The body is Modelo's heavier, so, and more filling, so medium light. But they're both really good, and I like them both. This has been one of my favorite Mexican beers for many years. Miller High Life was one of my go-to beers back in the day, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I would get a 6-pack of that. It's really cheap, usually in bottles, because I like to salt the mouth of the bottles. But yeah. So anyway, really not that much more to say about them. I think I pretty much covered everything that I can. So now, hope that's okay, Jeffrey. Let's see, I wrote a little note here that Jeffrey said, Jeff. He's went from Jeffrey to Jeffrey again, and that's how I wrote down, this is when he was using Jeff. So now it's Jeff on this request. Jeff says Modelo has more corn, so it's why Modelo is sweeter than he feels those two have similar tastes. I have to differ with you on that one. They're similar. That was the word I was looking for earlier. No, I can't agree with you, buddy. I find that they're pretty different. This is just my opinion. You may find them to be similar, but I'm finding them to be pretty different. But it was fun to find out for myself if I agree or not. So yeah. I like it when you guys give me comparison reviews, because most of the time, hopefully most of the time, you guys look them up look up my videos to see if I've done it yet. And you pretty much have been spot on with that I haven't. You check it real good. So, because I find it to be fun. I mean, if they're really, really, really different, like a excuse me, if you're going crazy, like a porter and a lager, that'd be a little bit way too weird, too obvious that it. But when you get in this area, Pilsner, lager-ish, those are pretty interesting because you can, find similarities with them. But hey, I mean, maybe you're sitting across from me. You're watching this video, drinking your own beer with me. A lot of you guys do that. That's pretty cool. Okay, for my story, because I gotta get around here, get ready for dinner. So, yesterday at work, at lunchtime, I sit at my desk and I do my reviews, eat my lunch, and I take my phone off. I hook up my charger and I set it up right underneath the monitor of the computer, aimed at me while I'm doing my reviews, recording. And I mean, it sits there. I don't take it right off and put it back on my side because I might do another video. So I leave it set there. But I make a mental note. Get your camera, get your phone, and put it back on your little holster so you don't forget it. Or at least disconnect it and put it over here. In my mind, yesterday, I did that. But when I got home, I went to take my phone off because I'm taking my pens out and my notebook and everything else, taking off my keys and a badge, and whoa, where's my phone? I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm thinking maybe it came off the holster in the seat of my truck. Excuse me. My wife checks, we have that Life 360. Have you ever heard of that? It's where you can track each other. Find out, if your phone is with you, then somebody knows where you are. So she checks Life 360 to see where my phone is, and it's at the campus I work at. So I left it there. I couldn't believe it that I left my phone there. I wanted to do a review yesterday evening. It's like about close to 10 miles to my job from here. It's too far for me to go back to work to get it. So I'm coming back to, if I wasn't going back to work today, then I would have had to go get it. I would need it over the weekend. So, but I knew I was going back to work today, so I just get it. But I expected to find it disconnected from the charger and sitting there waiting for me. No, it was still on the charger, still sitting there and still recording. I mean, not recording, but just sitting there in the pose, the recording pose, still sitting there. So I told my wife and son, I said, you know what I'm gonna do? This is the second time I've done this, but it's not too bad because it's the second time I've done this in 8 years. So that's not too bad of a ratio. But I got a big piece of paper, large poster paper, and I had to take a big fat marker and I put, "Don't forget your phone." I put it on the back of my office door so I'd see it as I go to open the door. So maybe I'll remember next time. Not an exciting story, but there's a parking space at my job in the parking lot where I park my truck every day. I mean, same spot every day. It's right next to the motorcycle parking. You know, those big concrete, looks like a giant half of a hot dog. You know, concrete. They're usually yellow. They're to keep cars from going into it, but it's only for motorcycles and bicycles or whatever. I've been parking next to that thing for 7 years. I get out, one of those concrete barrier things is right there. I step out on it, makes the, you know, the step down a little bit easier for me. Same thing getting up into my truck. I'm short, I'm kind of short, so it's easier to get up in there. Well, the past week or so, somebody's been in my parking space. I recognize the vehicle. It's one of the campus police guys, and he decided that's where he's gonna park every day. The way he works overnight now, I guess he's helping out or something. So do you get like that? I mean, a lot of people might say, it's not that big a deal. It's not bothering me. It bothers me because I'm kind of a creature of habit. Plus it helps me get in and out of my truck. So it's kind of convenient for me to have it, to be able to park there in that spot. And it's a large parking space, so I get over, you know, so I can have room to get in my side, my passenger side, to put my stuff away, whatever, you know what I mean. So I could park way over toward the concrete barrier. But I mean, I'm just sure that he knows that's me parked there. So it's like, why is he parking there? Well, why is it? And he's a taller guy than I am. Why does he need to park there? You know, what's the deal? Does he think that that's the special spot and I'm taking advantage of it, or? It's a little rant, something that bothers me. Excuse me. Okay. Well, I just thought I'd chat with you guys for a little bit and do this comparison video. It's fun. Gonna go eat dinner. Maybe watch a movie with the wife and son tonight. Maybe play some Mario or something else. I'm beer logged now. Man. But this is fun. Head just started hurting. Okay. Let me slide these over here so I can reach the camera. All right, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It'll probably be tomorrow before I upload this. I don't like, this is the way I am. I've got a bunch of comments right now that I haven't answered yet. I don't want to upload something when I already have comments to answer, because it makes me feel like I don't want somebody to think that I'm just ignoring their comments. I'm just gonna upload more stuff. That's just the way I am. So after I have answered everybody's comments, then I'll upload another video. So that'll probably be tomorrow morning maybe. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Did I already say that? Y'all have a good weekend. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Jeff Marsh, for the request, for the suggestion. Like I said, I'm all caught up now. If y'all can think of some other ones I haven't done, you have to do some research. You have to look through my videos. I've got thousands of them now. So, excuse me. All right. Sometimes it's a challenge to find the beers, because I can't always find them. Excuse me, because Oklahoma doesn't necessarily have the same beers as other states. So, depending on how hard they are to find. Like Oklahoma doesn't have one of my favorite malt liquors. That's St. Ides. Do you guys have it in your state? I've reviewed it once, found it here once, and then they've done away with it here. But I think it still exists. Maybe you guys can confirm that for me, make sure that it still does exist. I haven't looked it up, but why am I still talking? All right, see you all on the next one.